Hey, Nikki and Karu. It's Friday afternoon. I put up a video this morning about my concussion. I'm feeling better this afternoon, so I actually got on the computer and actually watched your video, Nikki. So I thought I'd do a quick response. I didn't take notes actually this time. Just didn't feel like it. So first off, I'm glad you had a good time at the Grand Canyon. I completely understand. Actually, it's interesting because I know Scott's had to suffer, or excuse me, Karu has had to suffer through this. I have a friend named Scott who does a lot of stream ecology work, and whenever I go and look at a floodplain, I can't look at rivers or streams the same way because I hang out with Scott. He talks about high flow events and groundwater, surface water interaction. He uses all kinds of technical terms. And one of the things that he talks about is actually that these high flow events that actually cause most of the geomorphological change in streams, he talks about them resetting the system. And so what you get is, or reorganizing the system, creating a new state. And so when you're talking about the Grand Canyon, especially the side channels, and they get these big floods that come through, and I don't know, they probably get more, the high flow events are probably more common there than they are like up here on the Umatilla River. But that's when you have big changes, or like those high flow events, and like you say, it's not the little things. But anyway, I find that really fascinating. I love looking at landscapes like that. It's just so much fun. It's like reading a book, sort of. It's like it tells you all kinds of stories about processes, and you see such beautiful forms. But the interesting thing is about how those forms came to be, and how those forms are actually artifacts of ongoing processes. So anyway, I find that really fascinating, and I'm completely with you there. Let's see, you talked about singing and singing at your reunion. I think it's really cool that you guys sing at your family reunion. That you have a talent show even. That's awesome. I've never been involved in a family reunion. I don't think I've ever been to a family reunion, so it's just cool to think about that. And I'm glad you sang at least Proud Mary, if not in the talent show. I'm glad your uncle was giving you stick about that. Sounds like the golfing was fun. I'm not a golfer, so Karu will probably have more to comment on that. The Vegas thing, I got to tell you, Nikki, I've been to Vegas 2, maybe 3 times. All 3 times because I had to go for work, to conferences or training or whatever. And Vegas is not my thing. It's just I don't know. You talked about the crowd that you see at midnight. I mean, actually, when I've gone, I walk around with people. I guess I've only been there twice. I went to an HR training there and a digital records management training there. And trainers love to put on stuff in Vegas because people will just go because they want to go to Vegas. But the thing to me is, like, when I go to training, I like to go someplace either that, like an interesting city like Boston, or even Pittsburgh's an interesting city these days. Didn't used to be. Where you can eat different types of food. You can there's some historical context, or someplace where there are people I want to see. Like, so if it's in LA, there's a bunch of people down there I'd like to go see. So conferences in LA, I like that. Or Pennsylvania, or Colorado, Denver. Denver wouldn't be my first choice to go for a place to go, but I know people near Denver that I would like to go visit. So yeah, I don't know. Vegas just I will never voluntarily go to Vegas given the choice. Just not my thing. But I think you said you were going to Hawaii next, which it's funny because I made a video when we were in Hawaii a couple years ago, 3 years ago, and actually in that video said I never thought we'd go back, but we're going back in January. Sarah and her mom, I think I told you this, kind of on impulse bought a reserved condo there for us in January, so thought it would be fun. But it sounds like you're having a great time, and it sounds like your kids are doing great, and I'll look forward. I didn't see the video singing. I'll go back and look, but if I do, I'll check it out. So yeah, I'm heading down to the farmer's market to actually sing and play music here in about half an hour probably, and that should be fun. So I took some ibuprofen and my headache's gone. Woohoo! Drank some tea, my voice feels better. So until I speak to you again, take it easy.